Alright. So yeah, if you didn't hear what he said over all of the explosions and death, essentially we have Alden, who is the person everyone's trying to get right now, strapped up to a device that is pumping a bunch of electricity into him that is essentially keeping him in a comatose-like state. So he can't use his powers because he's a telekinetic, which would be a huge pain in the dick if we had to deal with him. But they figured that out and turned off the power. So now we have to go and climb up this area, which I think we saw when we broke into the prison the first time. And I said that we would be going not down there, over here at another time, which is now. Our time is now. These fall. Yep. That scared the shit out of me yesterday. Oh, you managed to grab the pole this time. Yesterday, you were not in a very good pole grabbing mood. With whatever kind of mood that is. Don't ask questions. Just accept and believe that there are pole grabbing moods. Man, the shit people do in video games is crazy. Even if I was just, like a lightning slinging badass, I would not be able to climb that thing without shitting myself.
Here they come again. Form a defensive perimeter around Alden. More trash baggers, brother. Better hightail it back down to the yard.
They even dead drop on the top of the prison? They fucking do. They have a dead drop on top of the prison. This is for the first son's
documents relating to the work of Luigi Galvani. It's obvious that someone, probably Kessler, took Galvani's ideas of how electricity interacts with muscles and tried to expand it. A bunch of stuff here about creating a new kind of ion, but I don't understand it. Gonna copy all of this and send it to the P.O. box.
Does that actually do damage? Can I kill someone doing that? I mean, I think it's only level 1, so I shouldn't put too much stock into it. Now comes the real fun part. I believe there are 3 electrified platforms. I'm right here, guys. I'm literally right here. Okay. 4. There are 4 platforms. In case, like, one of them breaks. And if I understand correctly, this is the only area they can run in at, so... I think I'm murdering cops, by the way. Case in point of why I don't understand why the AI just is insistent on running out into a giant clusterfuck that is Explosion City. Oh, fuck. Oh yeah, if you have epilepsy, I'm so sorry that I didn't warn you in time. There's going to be a lot of this. Because I think there's at one point like 3 different golems. I don't think I took this angle. And when I first played this level, I did not take this particular path. over there until it got destroyed. And yes, they can get destroyed. Like I am right now. Good God. Oh my God. I think this is the wave with multiple.
Extraction team is nearly there. ETA 4
Yeah.
minutes.
This is the multiple wave of this clusterfuck, where two of them come at the same time. And yeah, it gets a little bit chaotic. Especially when they start throwing shit like this. Where it's actually, I think, safer to get off of the platforms than it is to be on the platforms. Because they can destroy the platforms by throwing those balls at you. That guy's almost dead, so let's just fucking focus him. He's not dead. That wasn't the takedown that I wanted. Still not dead. This dude's got no arms. Good grief.
Time for some payback, bitches!
What the hell are you doing, Zeke? I told you to stay with Alden.
Well, that old man ain't going nowhere. They got him dressed up like a spring goose. They're all over! Help! Anyone, they're killing!
Oh, crap.
Got him. Got my guy.
By the time I got inside, it was too late. Place was slick with gore. Poor bastards never got any backup. If Zeke kept his post, they'd be alive now. And Alden would still be in a cage. Not sure Zeke's ever gonna forgive himself for this. Don't know that he should. That night, you could hear the screams from Tent City. They were drunk on power, proud of their victory over the cops and over me. Now the race sphere seems farther away than ever. Alden knows we're coming. He'll prepare.
So yeah, I don't agree with that. Like, I'll get into it. There's a bunch of talking. Actually, I can probably do it now. So, what I don't agree with is the fact that Cole believes that if... Oh, I guess it automatically does that. Never mind, look at
Where
her
the
start
hell have
talking.
you been, Cole? I've been trying to reach you.
Alden's gone, Moya. Transients busted him out and killed every cop in the prison.
This is unacceptable, Cole. You had explicit orders to keep him there. What the hell happened?
Look, don't lay this on me. I did everything I could. Zeke is the one who blew it. I told him to stay back and help the cops, but he wouldn't listen.
It's time to cut him loose, Cole. He's become a liability, and we have no margin for error, especially with Alden back on the streets.
I'm gonna make a run on the next substation and beat the hell out of some bad guys.
Alright, so... What I don't agree with is the fact that we believe that because Zeke left his post, everyone died because of that. What I don't understand, like, since we don't have any backstory about who Zeke is or what he did for a living before the blast, why would he be the difference maker between those cops surviving and Alden's, like, staying in prison versus them all dying? Like, what if Zeke died with the cops and what, like, we're just going to, like, blame ourselves? Like, I don't understand why they're like, he's such a liability. He's like, he's not a professional. He's just a dude. Like, as far as we're aware, he's not an ex-cop. They said that he wasn't, he didn't like cops. So, like, How did he, like, ruin the entire mission? I don't know. I just don't understand. Maybe I missed some line of dialogue that explained what he used to do as a living, but it just seems weird that they automatically are like, oh, he's a liability. He's awful at his job. It's like he's not the superpowered dude throwing lightning bolts. He's a guy who got a gun at the beginning of the
Cole,
game.
I'm at the hospital and Zeke is here. He's really upset.
Well, maybe he should check himself in for a while.
And then everyone talks shit about him like this.
Keeps muttering stuff about the prison. What happened?
He was supposed to help the cops keep an eye on Alden, make sure he stayed locked up. But Zeke took off, and it all went to hell. Cops are dead, and Alden's free.
That's horrible.
I know he means well, but this is serious business. People are dying, and I can't protect everyone. Might be time for Zeke to take a seat on the bench. I'll see you later.
But yeah, again, I don't understand, like, why everyone's giving Zeke such a hard time. It's like this unsuperpowered dude who just got a gun at the beginning of the game, somehow supposed to defend from billions of dustmen that are streaming into the prison. It's like, what? I don't... He would have just died, and you would have felt like shit because he died. Like, don't even, Cole. Just don't even. So, another sewer mission,
Oh, yeah.
tunnel mission.
That's the smell I know and love.
Meaning we get a new power at the end of this. Or beginning of this, I should say. Because the entire point of these missions are to collect powers and then have a little, like, area where you're supposed to use them. If I remember correctly, this one is, really interesting, and I'm not sure how often I'm going to be using it. So, we'll see. So yeah, now we have a shield. The polarity wall ability. I'm kind of split on this. You'll notice that we can't actually move up or down while holding on to stuff. But we can glide and apparently fall off, because of course we fucking can. I don't know what's going on. Let me explain again.
Yes.
When not aiming, hold R2 to generate an electric shield. This deflects bullets. I don't think it deflects rockets. But you can also use it while moving, except climbing. And as it said, when you're not shooting, you can use a shield. So, like I said, I don't know how often I'm going to be using that ability. Because it is nice to get into position, I guess, but, like, using it during combat is not as effective as I wanted it to be. It's also very hard to aim, because it's dependent on the camera itself, not where you point. So you'll notice my Cole can be looking backwards, but it's dependent on where the camera is exactly, which means it can be a bit difficult to aim this properly where I need to. Plus, it feels really awkward to glide and hold the shield up. Because you need to... What the fuck is this dude? You need to hold down R2, press X, and then R1 to fly. Is he underneath? Oh, he's perpetually falling. Got it. Oh my god, Cole. I'm gonna fucking die here, aren't I? Cole? out of the water, if you please. We're just gonna wait here for a bit until our health gets back. Come back to his health. Now, like I said, it's kind of difficult to keep track of where you're supposed to be aiming and where you're not. Aiming the shield, that is. Also, miniguns fucking hurt. They died just as easily. Oh my god. Oh my god. They do die just as easily, but goddamn are they annoying.